just a vibe that goes through the CPS, like teachers and school district? Or do you mark it on your calendar what day every year you guys are gonna strike?
That's funny. Is there a
September
vibe?
3rd.
Yeah, we send pigeons.
Right
That's
after
what
Labor
they.
Day.
You see all those pigeons on the subway? They're
No kids in school.
They're delivering messages.
They're eating the cats.
They're eating their homework. They say it's the dogs, but they're eating the dogs, so the dogs can't eat the homework.
Yeah. They. Nah,
The
dude. We
teachers
didn't.
are underpaid.
Overstaffed.
They're fucking students.
This is crazy. How did we get here?
They're fucking the students.
How did we get here, bro?
Oh my God.
You think this shit's so
I'm
fun?
having a great time.
The dogs are eating the teachers. The teachers are eating the students. Everybody's eating everybody.
You know the worst part is this is just what my classroom is going to be like for the next 3 weeks. It's just I have objectives, and it's just going to be stupid boys in the back
Oh, yeah,
doing
you're gonna have a
impressions.
great time.
Oh my God.
God.
Mike, you straight from the south side. Mike. I'm just so happy to be here right now. Real Rap Podcast.
This is adorable. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
See, now
we
he
are
wants to
back
do it. Now he wants to do it.
with another episode
With that.
of the Real
Yup,
Rap.
yup.
That sounds like jealousy because my laugh is melodic and it brings up the spirits of
Melodic.
the audience
The
and it puts them in
spirits.
a happy mood.
Cartoonish as hell.
We are back with a couple of returning guests
about-
to the Real Rap Podcast.
What was his
Dave
name?
and Dave.
What up, though?
What up?
Yo, what up?
All
All
you
right, so
motherfuckers.
we're just jumping back into our conversation. So Dave, David,
Okay.
tell me.
Yeah, I
so
know you like
so
that.
Nobody know me like that. That's-
so David got into a bit of an accident and ended up getting
peed on himself.
athletic injuries for a very non-athletic thing. I'm not downing him, but I need you to run over the story of
Damn.
how
Yeah.
your wrist got hurt.
That's a
Alright.
great play on words, but I'm gonna let you tell the story though.
That hurt. Guys, I'm physically in pain. We don't need to emotionally put me in pain. I decided to do some like teacher shit over the summer and try to go to the beach and read, you know? So I rode an e-bike to 31st. That's where we start. I can't even. Man.
Yo, can you sue Divvy?
The setup is just crazy.
Well,
bro.
because it's a divvy.
Yo.
It was a divvy bike, but it was like one of the ones that like go faster. You know what I mean? It's important for the story. So I
You
take
need
one.
to call Lerner and Rowe.
I know. So I go to the beach. You know, I got my toes in the sand. I'm reading. I was super happy because I did like finish the book that I was reading, and it was awesome. And I get the same bike on the way back.
Wait, was he reading a book while he was
No,
riding the bike?
dude,
I'm
I
tripping
was
over awesome. Was that a lisp I heard? Was you like, it's like
Awesome?
fucking awesome.
bro. I was snatch that nose ring out from your
Hey,
face.
by the way-
it's permanent. man.
By the way, David came in here today and was like, "Hey guys, I'm hurt right now. Can I?"
I
get
came
some
in. I
sympathy?"
said I'm hurt, and they said, "Hey, fuck you, gay boy." They came in. They said, "Fucking queer, you get hurt."
He thought he was getting sympathy from
Bro.
his comedy
He's like,
buddies.
bro.
I'm like, I've been in the house all week just trying to nurse myself back to health.
don't
And they were
do
like,
different now.
God.
You've been walking around the house,
Ass
booty
naked.
bucket
I was walking around
Twerking in the mirror.
air dry.
Hey, man, hey, let me put you on. You guys
listening to
you
Cardi
guys,
B.
You guys
It's
been
up and it's stuck and it's up.
you guys been dworking yet? You've been
He said it's
dworking?
hot
Dworking is
David
crazy.
season.
You dwork yet?
Yo,
You dwork
that
it?
is
Dworking is
crazy
crazy.
work.
It's all
That
the kids.
is
It's what
wild
the TikTok trends
That
are doing
was
now.
wild.
you
No,
That's
say
know?
what you
wild
about to say. Say
So,
all the
all right,
kids
so
are doing
you're
it.
on the
No,
beach.
not the kids.
So you're on the beach. You finish. You're on the beach. You finish reading
Dios
Eat, Pray,
mío.
Love, and then you get back on your bike, and then what happens?
it was
I was
Fault
the
in Our
sequel. It was
Stars.
Pray. It was Love, Pray, Eat. I get on the bike. So on 31st Street Bridge, they're doing construction. So I had to get off the road and get onto the sidewalk. So I hop on the sidewalk, and as I'm like, it's a hill. You know what I mean? So as I'm cresting the hill, I am going fast, and I just don't see it. And there was one of those. God, I need to explain. It's like, you know those generators that'll have like a wire that runs the equipment, right?
Sure.
They put like 2x4s like just over the wire on the sidewalk so it wouldn't move. And
Because a wire is hard to see, but
Right.
2x4s are pretty obvious.
right, and but because it was just like at the basically like as soon as I came over the hill, I didn't see it, and I was going too fast to stop, so I just hit it. I flew in the air. The bike like landed on top of me, and I'm wearing my bathing suit because I was in the water, bro.
It's his
I was
fault, bro.
at the beach. You think I
fault,
wear? You think I wear jeans at the beach? I'm at the beach, bro.
Wait, no. What you were wearing? Your what?
My bathing suit.
All right. So we have
Right?
to take a pause and a time
My
out.
you want what? You
We
want to
have
say swim
look,
trunks?
Look.
Like I'm
Dave,
poor?
Dave,
wearing
wait,
my
time out.
bikini.
Yo, I was wearing my one piece. Time out, yo, Dave. Look.
Bro.
I'm not even gonna call you out. Dave, do me a favor. When you was at the beach last week, what was you wearing?
Some shorts.
All right, bet. So
No,
They weren't even swim shorts. Like,
nah, I'm not
just
gonna
pull
let you
some
two
shorts out the
goofies
drawer.
do
Like,
me
just
dirty
put 'em
like
on,
that.
bro. Just regular.
Because shorts are different from bathing suits,
yo,
bro.
niggas don't care.
Fuck it, bro. Look, so you had a speedo on or
Oh
something,
my
Nah,
god,
bro.
bro. I'm just gonna hold it up.
Yeah.
Who lips is these? Okay.
Mine.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting them down.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
Nah,
funny.
so I fell, the bike landed on me, and I skidded. I genuinely, I flew
Can I see a
like.
picture of the bathing suit? I need to see it.
They look like this. They look like this without the white.
How,
So shorts.
Yeah,
Like,
but
when you
they're
put
like
them- when
shorts
you
that you
put
can
them-
go in the water with.
when you
So
put them
swim
side by
trunks.
side?
Yeah, that's what I said. Swim trunks, bathing suit. They're the same thing.
Bathing suit.
They're the
man.
same thing.
Yo,
Swim trunks, bathing suit, whatever.
bathing
bro.
suit, birthday suit, whatever.
Bathing suit makes it sound like I got a tie when I go in the lake.
And titties, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Bathing suit is
and a
crazy
vagina,
work,
yeah.
bro. Yeah.
I'm leaving. I hate
yeah,
it here.
yeah.
David
You
has
getting
a man
He's getting a
vagina.
front wedgie.
That's crazy.
I can say it because my name is Dave. So I
No,
can
but
say
all
it.
right. Wait. Time out. On a serious note,
Yeah.
does the lake water affect your pH balance?
Bro.
All right. So you fell off, you flew through the air, and then you skidded.
Everybody I've told in my life has given me so much sympathy until this point. Because genuinely it was the most pain I've been in years.
This is why you keep shit in as a man.
Yeah.
If you haven't
why
realized,
you
this is
just
why
swallow
you keep
your
stuff
You
in.
know,
Yeah.
this is
Keep
why
it
I teach
pushing.
where I teach, because I'm
Ooh,
constantly
God.
fighting toxic masculinity. That's what I'm doing.
It's a losing battle,
I'm saying it's
brother.
okay to be pain.
Yeah.
It's okay to have pain.
Oh my gosh! Goodness gracious! Wow. Well, I hope you a
chest.
speedy recovery.
Thanks. It's been the most painful week of my life. I flew and skidded like 30 feet, like bare skin on concrete. So that hurt. And this is all messed up right now. I got like a giant bandage on like the side of my thigh up here because I scraped myself and it was like, I don't know. You scrape your knee, you know, you fall down. That hurts. Take that pain, but then like make it the size of a soccer ball, like on your leg. And dude, it sucks so bad. I've never had that much pain, especially when I went into the doctor. She sprayed like, you know, antibiotic stuff on it.
Oh, Bactine and
Yes,
shit like
yeah.
That
iodine.
spicy shit.
Dude, and I swear to God, like she did it 3 times. The first time it was like fine, and I was like, it stinks a little. Okay, it's fine. Second time she goes, I'm going nuclear, and I go, what? Psh, sprays it. The worst pain I felt in my life. It was like she poured Tito's in an open wound.
Did you make a
dude.
noise?
Basically did.
Yeah, I screamed like. On God, like I'm telling you, all manhood aside, I screamed at the top of my lungs, dude. I was like,
Fucking jizzed in his pants.
I screamed
Oh my god!
so loud.
Ooh-wee.
I'm like biting my teeth because of how much pain I am.
Oh, he
And
was
here's the
pinching his
thing.
nipple.
It was one of those
Put his face
pains.
in the pillow.
It was one of those pains where it stung so bad that I like couldn't cry. I just like became so red in the face and like screamed, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. I didn't, thankfully, but then she taped it up, she bandaged it, and the worst thing is like it's like, you know, a sore and like a wound, so like you gotta change the bandages and stuff on it, and I'm like, the most painful thing is like if the bandage stays on for you too long,
It gets sticky.
dude, it sticks,
Yeah.
and like you gotta rip it off, but then that
Yeah.
also like will
Open
damage
up the thing.
Yeah,
The
and
new skin.
that's what's been killing me this last week is like I'm trying to like, you know, stay on top of it, and then at the same time I'm like, oh my God, I'm like just damaging and re-damaging it at the same time. So just so much pain. I'm glad to be back, but Fuck you guys also.
Glad to be back.
Oh, no,
Glad to
Glad
be
to
back.
be
We're
back.
so back,
I was
baby.
out for a
Fucking
little
died and
bit.
came back. He's like,
I
so I had to
died.
be back.
I died and came back. I mean, I was
was
just in the crib playing Madden for a week.
He was on the injured reserve
away.
list.
Yeah, I was
Oh
on
my
the
gosh.
IR just killing kids.
This is why you need a woman to rub Neosporin on your ass.
That's crazy.
enough.
I couldn't, dude. I lost so much aura because the doctor that taped me up, shout out doc, she was a baddie, and
Give her a
dude,
mention.
Bro,
I had so much.
Nah, we're letting this get by. He already admitted he screamed and came.
Cam, I told you, Cam.
Game, no. But she was like, you're doing so good, and I was like, stop. Like, you can't stop.
She told you you're
Sweet
doing so
nothings.
good.
Bro, she was whispering straight up sweet nothings in my
Holy
ear.
pillow talking.
moly.
I was like, girl, you can't pillow talk me right now.
well.
I was like, I'm about to cry.
She asked you if you needed a prostate exam before she left.
No, but I did rate her. I gave her a 10 out of 10. Midwest Express will do this thing, be like, rate your I never do it, but this time I was like, this woman deserves it.
Rate your doctor.
Rate your doctor, 10 out of 10.
That's crazy. What's her name?
I think it was Tamara. Yeah, Tamara.
Oh, you remember them? Tia and
Both of
Tamara?
them.
Yeah.
That's over with now.
Yeah, no.
Good talk. So I'm all right, but great way to end the summer.
Yeah. Well, you'll
Summer's
be
not
all
over
right
with
when
yet,
the-
brother.
Yeah, you'll be all right when the kids get back.
It's basically over for me because I'm
You need to have more faith.
good.
What does the beginning of the school year look like for a teacher?
For me right now, I mean, the reason I say my summer's over is because I'm trying to get all my things. Like, I'm teaching new stuff this year, so I'm trying to do all the like nitty gritty details of it now before school comes back, so that when like day one school starts, kids are in front of me. I'm like locked and loaded. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Is this gonna be a new batch of kids for you?
Yeah, it's
And like two niggas that got left back?
batch of kids are crazy. No, the kids who get left.
Wow. Yo, y'all, man, I should have second guessed having both of y'all on at the same time.
Talking about,
Because
I'ma
nothing's safe.
Preheat that oven.
Nothing is safe. I hear everything.
Pull them out on a tray.
I just got the fucking little diamond
Yo.
tester. Like, is this gay? Okay. I'm just like, yep, this was gay.
Oh wow,
I'm
man.
testing everything.
So now I got to put batch in the column of words.
At this point, nobody can look or speak to each other.
Nah. This is gonna be about.
Week one is usually teachers always go back a week early in CPS before the kids are back, and those 5 days it's all like professional development, quote unquote. So it's a lot of all staff meetings where our principal will give like a 10-minute speech. Welcome back. Here's what we did over the summer. Like here's how the school's looking. Here's what our school budget looks like. Here's what activities we got going on. Like maybe we got to do this person or knew that person. Usually you introduce the new staff.
Yeah.
There's like the BS like team bonding activities that like you see in every corporate HR meeting that we'll do like a day of those, and then everyone's like, yeah, this is dumb. Let's stop.
Yeah.
But some of those are fun because then I'm making kids do them, and they're like, these are dumb, and I'm like, I know, but I had to do them. So
Do public schools still do field trips?
Yeah.
'Cause you're teaching high schoolers.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
the hell are y'all going? To the zoo?
I
Block.
yeah. Take them just back to their home.
They line up all the kids in front of the mural and see
Called
who
them hood
leaves
black
first.
kids, guys.
Yeah.
He called them ghetto black kids.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy. I take them to the murals, dude. The ones in Englewood. No, the last field trip I did is I took kids to go see Romeo and Juliet downtown at the Shakespeare Theater.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was really cool. Because I had freshmen and they liked Romeo and Juliet. So we were like, well, let's
English 101.
let's try to make it cool. And Romeo and Juliet, fun fact, is getting banned in other states because
It should.
Republicans are terrible. They're banning it because it's too
How?
sexual.
Why?
Because
What?
they're saying it's too sexual because it shows premarital sex, even though they don't like technically sleep together.
Really?
Yep.
Ban it. Ban it.
You're saying
Fuck it.
You just don't know thou.
Fuck it. I know thou. I know they and them. Fuck that book.
therefore, blah, thou, this,
All
that.
that.
Da,
So
da, da, da,
we went
Yonder window breaks.
we went
All of
downtown.
da. Horatio.
them. Horatio.
Horatio.
Just play the Leonardo DiCaprio version. That'd be all right.
Yeah.
Dude, actually,
Mercutio.
what's his name? I forget his name. He's a really big director. He did Interstellar.
Steven Spielberg.
No.
Ryan
Interstellar, that's-
Coogler.
that's
No.
That's Nolan.
Nolan, Christopher
Horace
Nolan.
Grant.
Christopher Nolan.
Horace Grant.
He's next year. He's doing the Odyssey. He's gonna
2001.
It's gonna
Odysseus?
No, the Greek one.
Oh.
It's gonna be baller. I'm so excited. I'm trying to like lock that date down in my calendar now.
Yeah.
What's the over under on black characters in this movie?
Yeah, that's an
Over.
absolute
I'm
zero.
gonna do over 5 for sure.
Oh shit.
How?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's ancient Greek. It's so like anything around the Mediterranean. Like you could have travelers come in from Egypt or
So you going
Morocco.
over 5? It's crazy.
I think I'm going over
It took
5.
Game of
taking the under.
Thrones 7 seasons to get some black people on there.
I'm taking
Well, that's
under
because
3.
I mean, if you like Game of Thrones is like in a fake version of ancient UK.
Oh, and Medusa's in the real world.
Yeah. Yeah. Medusa's real.
Medusa's real, guys.
It's your mother.
Versace.
It's your mother.
Versace.
Mama.
Yeah. It's not really dope. But no, we took kids to go see Romeo and Juliet. And it was cool. I had a coffee poop in the morning that day, and I had to go. It was the worst experience of my life. I had to go into this bathroom full of like a bunch of teenagers, and well, I should say I went into this bathroom first.
I would have went to the woods first.
Dude, it's at Navy
The white
Pier.
with a pine cone.
It's at Navy Pier though, so like you go into the Shakespeare Theater at Navy Pier, and there's like one bathroom in the lobby. So I'm like, all right, our school's there first. I was like, let me slip in, try to do a coffee poop before before the show starts.
Yeah.
Right?
A coffee poop.
Dude,
guys.
coffee don't make you poop.
But it's just poop. It's just shit. It's just
Nah, because the coffee poop is like, oh, I just drank coffee, I gotta go now. But like, if you don't drink coffee that day, then it's like, oh, it's just a regular poop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it stimulates your own intestines. I feel like, you know what? Fuck you, Dave. Hold on. I feel like
Let's do it.
so many times in my life, I've been like, yo, here's this real thing, and you're like, that shit's gay, and I'm like, it's real. You can't. Gay is real.
By the way, the real thing
the
you're bringing up
terminology of it.
is taking a number 2
Is taking
in
a
front
number
of your
2.
students.
In front? What?
Hey guys, watch this.
Jason too.
We on
Hey, you wanna see
stream.
what a real man does?
No,
We on
dude.
stream, guys.
Straight like, dude, catch me
Tap
on Twitch.
the screen.
Give me a donation, I'll fart. No, so I go in to like poop, and as I like get in, like close the stall, and I'm just like shitting. Like 4 other schools show up after our bus, and all these boys come into this bathroom, and now I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I'm like I
Can't
gotta
show your face.
I was like, I gotta get out of here. You know what I mean?
Was it that bad?
Dude, yeah. Like, so
The hell? It's a bathroom.
no,
tummy
but
rumbling?
it's 16 to 18 to 19 like teenage boys walking into a bathroom and then just all vaping at the same time.
Also,
Like,
of course.
the little cotton candy or grape smell should have fucking
Do you
matched
know?
the-
Do you know what my mind would have did if I was ever on a field trip and I saw one of my teachers come out the stall, yo, and blew it up?
Hey,
Like I walked in there and it smelled like Nam.
Yeah, dude.
got it
I'd be
done.
like,
It was none of- it was none of
and
my-
I had a cell phone with the boy.
None of my school's
Put the whole
kids.
stick up.
Yo, I would have been right over the top of the. Yo.
Yeah. On the real, there are like, man, there are times where it's like, I don't know, teenagers are so dumb, but like so smart. Where I'm like, sometimes you'll find the right kids where it's like, human decency, like, our bad, Mr. Donnick, like,
Yeah.
we'll let you go. And then other kids are just like, nah, fuck this guy. I'm banging on the door, and I'm like, dude, you're not even in my class. Like, I don't even know you. You're just causing chaos, you know?
Yeah.
Do they know? Like, do they know on like immediate sight that you're a teacher?
Like you're talking about when I was at the field trip.
Just in general. Like
Yeah.
if you're not at the school, but it's like away from the school, like it's a field trip or wherever, like a group of kids that don't know you, do they see you and it's like, oh shit, it's a teacher. Oh shit, I need to.
I think now, yeah,
Because you grew your facial hair.
I grew my facial hair for one. For two, I was like at school functions. You always got your ID on you. So
okay.
and like the kids wear their IDs. You know what I mean? And
Kinda,
that's yeah. I mean, so it's like you kind of can see. But yeah, I always got my ID on me. So I definitely am older now. So kids like look at me as an adult finally. Like God, dude, my first like 3 years as a teacher, I didn't have facial hair, and just all the time the kids try to talk to me like I'm their friend. I'm like, hey man, you can't be saying things like this to me. Like, stop. Like, these girls come up to me and they'll be like, oh, I got this drama and this drama and this drama. I'm like, girl, I love tea, but watch what you say to me, because I gotta report some stuff. Like, please.
That was crazy.
So the last thing that I saw on the news today that I wanted to get y'all's perspective on is touched on it
Can't
earlier.
even get it out,
Jeezy Maxwell is looking at getting immunities, at least partial immunities to this whole thing. What is, because we're all in the entertainment world. You're blowing up. You're making moves. You're following this building, and you're popping up. You produce your own shows that are doing well on every side of town.
Thank
right?
you, brother. I appreciate that. I heard that.
And then also you're traveling. nationally. You even damn near right up there with just about anybody when it comes to influence on today's world. You're around the youth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything's not going to be an attack, Dick.
I started on guard. I said, I'm in pain. And they're like, you want to be more in pain?
Let's do it.
But so when you hear these things, because new father works with teenagers, and then you're hearing that this person is potentially looking at getting immunity, and for what it is, for what it's connected to. Now, I'm of two minds, right? I didn't pass the bar, but I know a little bit, right? I watch CSI and all that other good shit, right?
Dateline.
For somebody to get a deal, immunity like this, they're keeping their mouth shut except for the stuff they're talking about.
Yeah.
And you better tell me everything that I'm asking you and then keep your mouth shut on the rest. I don't think it's going to be too far from this, because that's what those RICO cases are about. Which I still don't know why they put old Puffy on a RICO case when he's the only one that they're going after. But for this person, I'm sure she's dropping major dimes on everybody. What when you hear the immunity thing, when I hear it, I'm like, ooh, how? This is crazy. But behind closed doors, is there any part of this that could possibly be put in the it's worth it category or not? Because we gave up Brittany Griner for the arms dealer, for the arms dealer, for the Megazord, for all 5 Voltron Lions arms dealer robot. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, on paper, is that worth it? But in the grand scheme, is it worth it? What's y'all's vibe on this?
But I don't really be giving a fuck for real. I know, like, you know, I'm a dad and all that shit. Like, yeah, but I think most of, and I could be ignorant to it, but
Sure.
I feel like a lot of parents kind of pimp their children in a way. I don't know how the kids end up on the island. I don't do research on shit that I really don't care about. But from what I know, I'm like, people's parents, same with wasn't it R. Kelly and shit like that. Like people's parents are like, hey, opportunity, go over there. You know what I mean? So in my mind state, I'm just like, as long as I, you know, keep a good watch over mine and other kids that I'm around, and you know, we'll be fine. Certain shit I just can't control, so I don't give a shit about. But as far as the immunity side of it, of course he's gonna tell on somebody. I don't know if we'll ever know.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean? I don't think like there'll be like a bombshell, like boom, like she can say something, but what is she gonna say that the court of public opinion doesn't already think? So she's like, oh yeah, Trump was there, and we were like, yay, and then it's like, okay, now what?
Yeah, I think you're definitely right on a lot, but what we don't know is like when you hear like Stephen Hawking was on the list, and you go, wait, what? Wait, all right, time out. I want to see this list. Who is on this?
Yeah, well, and that's that's the thing where I get upset with it because like I'm a teacher, and literally like I think it was last school year, maybe it was the school year before, I don't remember. We had a teacher get fired because they were messing around with students. So like, and it was one of those things where
Male or female?
male.
Oh,
Yeah, and either way, it's like
he's under the jail right now, I would imagine.
even with what I don't know where he's at or anything like that, but it's just like
Was it a little boy or a little girl?
it was a girl. But like when I heard that was the first time in my like adult professional life where I heard of that happening, and especially because I wasn't friends with the guy, but like I knew him because it's like it's a school.
You work together.
Yeah, you see
it's a
him.
small office.
Yeah, you see the other teachers all the time, and it was genuinely one of the first times in my adult life that I felt like sincere rage about something and like an anger that comes from like an injustice, you know, because the kids, they're teenagers and
That's a betrayal of your
of the
like,
profession of
everything.
the trust.
Like, not even
Yeah.
your duties, the trust is it's a super betrayal.
Yeah, and like, you know, some of the kids, it's hard because it's like when you work with vulnerable populations, and it's hard to call teenagers vulnerable, but they are because they haven't experienced life yet, right? And like, you know, their brains are still developing, and they're kids, and they're changing, and they're influenced easily, and to see someone like violate that trust when you're put in the position of an educator is like rage inducing.
Oh, for sure.
And you see red. So when I hear about all these things, you know, like it's not the first time we've heard about like a billionaire or incredibly influential and powerful people being into kids, right? Like it's just, it's a narrative that keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. And it's, like you said, like it is crazy, but it's also so incredibly frustrating every time I hear about it as a teacher, because like while you're doing your good stuff of like, no, I'm gonna look after like mine and like my own, you know, like not everybody has that option. Of
course
like a
not.
lot of the kids who were on that island, like
Vulnerable.
they were stolen or orphans, right? Or they were just guided, or they didn't have the right people around them to have a support structure, right? And like one of my big teaching philosophies is I teach to everyone knowing I won't reach everyone. So like I try to make a difference on the margins, you know, like the occasional kid who's like, fucking Mr. Donnick, like I really don't give a shit about his stupid white ass. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But like for every one of those kids, there's like 3 or 4 other kids who are like, no, I like rock with Mr. Donnick. And then for every 3 or 4 of those other kids, there's like half of one kid who's like, oh no, like this dog doesn't know it, but like he said something that like genuinely changed the way I think about the world, right? And that's not me patting my own back. That's just me knowing like I see kids 5 days a week for 9 months out of the year. I'm goofy, I'm me, like I'm open and I'm honest with them. Like at some point something's gonna get through to somebody, you know? So to answer your question, like it's infuriating to see all that happening. And I don't know, it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, I don't really give a shit, and I'm like, like I give a shit and I'm powerless to it. Like that's why I feel that emotion.
I think that's why, like I don't like, obviously I care about children being harmed. Like let me not make it sound like I don't care about that. Cause you're like, yeah, you don't give a shit.
You
But I'm
did
like,
go out on a bit of a limb.
I meant like I don't give a shit about like the storyline and like following the story and like, this person did this and this person. Yeah, like
yeah.
like you said, because I'm powerless to it. So I'm like, I have too many other things to tend to like you said, like it infuriates you. Like I'm like damn, that sucks. But I'm like, I'm not infuriated by it. Like
I feel that. Well, and I will say, like from my own experience, I process that emotion super quickly. Like when I was at this like bachelor party last weekend, somebody when all the like, oh, Trump was on the Epstein list stuff dropped, my a couple of my friends were like, oh damn, like that's crazy. And I was the one in the car to be like, I mean, yeah, but nothing's gonna happen, you know.
Right.
Like it's not anything that nobody knew already or didn't know already. And also it's one of those things where it's like, all right, he pardoned her, like, or he's, you know, given her immunity, like kind of covered his own ass, I guess. The case somewhat not somewhat closed, but like this is gonna be one of those things that is cracked open again in like 25 years, you know what I mean? And then people rehash it then when everybody's dead.
Sure. I wouldn't say that. I would actually, at this exact moment in time, I would be somewhat surprised if he's on the list and there's like documented proof that the president was actually doing like all the bogus shit.
Right.
Because
I think about that
for the list and for all this, because we're going on like what 2-3 years of Buddy being knocked off or whatever.
yeah,
So
probably more now.
for the way Trump makes people, you don't think about Trump, you feel about Trump. You're either like passive, okay, whatever, or you're far over that way or far over that way. You either hate him or like you know, you can love him or tolerate him. Maybe I'm actually saying that wrong, but for the most part, I think when it comes, because I was around for Bush, I was around for Clinton, and one of those two guys is definitely on the list. And people would just be like, oh, he's whatever.
I think Bush was just too dumb to be on the list.
If you walk into a room and you just say this dude's name, there's some people that'll get up and be ready to fist fight each other. You know what I mean? Just off of his name alone. So for him, if there was documented evidence that would put him under the jail, ain't nobody sitting on that for 3 years.
But I think people felt that same way about Bush because the Iraq War. Like the Iraq War was so contentious and people just forget about it because the media landscape was so different. Like there wasn't the ability to individualize your own opinions about the president and the current government without having to write an essay on a blog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So like, because I think, and that, I mean, everyone's got one of these now. So I think it just heightens that emotional attachment that people feel to the president in that way. Sorry, I completely cut off your point.
No. I mean, we flowing. The Iraq War. So I have vivid memories of the Iraq War because I was military kid, and my pop was an active participant. Desert Storm, Desert Shield. He was, a lot of other stuff that had American action. He was playing an active role in that. And at that time, man, I was still in a bit of a bubble because I was living my life on military bases and military families. So I couldn't even really tell you because it was pre-internet like that, the way it is now. So I couldn't tell you what the sentiment of everybody else was, right?
Civilians.
Right, because I was in my bubble where it was American flags. They play taps in the evening. They play reveille in the morning. You have to stop whether you're enlisted or not, and pay
Do the
respects.
shit, yeah.
I'm sitting there writing like literal handwritten letters, taking it to the BX so they can mail it off to Warville.
Yeah.
So that, my pop can get it. And I got to wait on a handwritten letter back from him like, still alive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then hopefully after 8, 12, 15 months, he'll pop up back at the door with no mustache and got me like, nigga, who the fuck is you?
You again?
But it's hard because I don't. Do you think America? Because for the people that are still here, it's where you live. Do you think America ever finds a majority patriotic zone again, where people are like, "Yo, when more than 50% of the people that live born here are like, yeah, I'm proud of being American."
No.
You don't think it ever happens again?
No. I think social media ruined any type of collective love. Because no matter what, like, something can happen and everybody's like, yay, we're Americans, this is great.
Yeah.
There'll be comments on the other side of it. So I don't feel like it will ever be a majority like, hey, we're happy to be American. Because our population, black population, is still 13% for whatever. But I love being American, but I know that's I'm an anomaly in that instance or whatever.
Sure.
Most black people, we have different tropes and different things about, I hate America, blah, blah, blah.
It's super differentiated, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I mean, everybody's opinion is.
you
right?
already taking 13% out. Boom. You got whites. Some are libs. Some are conservative. I don't feel like liberals would ever be like, hey, we love America. Like, because America is an idea more than it is just like a place. Like, yeah, obviously we live here or whatever, but just like the thought of like what it is to be an American, I feel like people's ideas of that might be different. So I don't know if that will ever be like a collective agreement on like, yeah, we love being American, because everybody's definition of that will vary.
Yeah, you're right on point with that. What it makes me feel, and I want to get your insight on this, David, is growing up. If my mom put fire to my ass, the next time I go outside, I'm with my friends. I hate it there. I hate the house. I hate the room. I don't like her cooking.
They don't love me.
Mom, I love you with all my heart. You're the greatest cook on planet Earth. But when you put fire to my ass, I hate her food. I hate these. I hate my shoes. I hate these. I hate everything. But if I'm ever if I spend the night at my own boy's spot, Avery, and we play Nintendo, after that gets done, I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back home.
Get back home, yeah.
My bed and my da-da-da, woo-woo-woo. That sentiment, because here's what I want to ask you. We have the case studies, and people bring it up all the time. Rome crumbled from the inside first, and it's definitely rhyming with a lot of the actions that my opinion, I'm observing from because how many people are like, I hate this country. We are garbage. Not even this country. There's people out there protesting their own culture, their own skin, their own like being anti is pro at this point for a lot of people. And that like, how are you feeling? One, what's the sentiment you're getting from like the next generation that you're in charge of, and what's your own sentiment on America becoming the next Rome?
I think
How does your wrist feel, by the way?
hurts. Hurts. Been in pain this whole time, but I've locked it in because I'm a man. It's what I've learned from you two.
It's about time.
You guys are my dad and my fucking uncle at this point.
Time.
Right on, brother.
So, I think I disagree with Dave. I think we can get back there. I think people can be patriotic again. To get to the core of the question, because I think right now people are really they're disenfranchised with the military because the American military used to be something that people I think looked up to and respected as like apolitical, right? People have written things about kind of what America is. America is basically an insurance company with a standing army. That's what we spend our money on, right? Like our Medicaid our bills are super huge, like our social programs are super huge, and then so is our military budget. So when people look at that and then make these Rome comparisons, it's because Rome crumbled in the aftermath of a bunch of wars that didn't kind of go their way, right? They won the wars more times than not, but their empire had just become so expansive, and the institutions that they built to maintain that empire were not upkept in a way that kept a large empire sustained, right? So a lot of the spending on foreign wars, things like Iraq and Afghanistan, like those are drains on money. And I think at the end of the day, people feel more patriotic when they can experience the things that make America America, right? Like people want to be able to go to the Grand Canyon and not spend a fortune to do so, right? People would like to drive and just see the country that they live in without feeling like it's going to be this gigantic overhaul, right? People would love if we had hyper rails and, trains that linked every major city together, and you could get from here to the West Coast in, a 3-hour, 4-hour train ride, right? With a bullet train instead of a shitty Amtrak that takes a day and a half, like these are all things that I think people want. And I think the reason I'm optimistic about like people can be patriotic again is because you just have to give people a goal. Like that's the thing I do with the kids all the time is like you just have to give people a goal all the time. Every single day we got a learning objective, like, hey, today we're gonna work on X, Y, or Z, or like, hey, today's goal, like by the end of this class, like you're gonna be able to evaluate evidence, right? Or today's goal, we're just trying to get a vibe, like we're trying to use emotional words a little bit better, right? Whatever our goal is for that day. And 9 times out of 10 the kids are like on board with it, right? And then of course the thing that also gets people engaged is when there's a common goal and you have a role within that goal, right? Like it's always the class clown that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make you timekeepers for the day, and they're like, type shit, I'm locked in, Mr. Donnick. I'm like, oh God, that's what I need you to be. And they're like, make jokes and shit, but I'm like, timekeeper, where we at? And they're like, we got 4 minutes. I'm like, keep it that way, like, all right.
Responsibility is big.
It's empowering. So like, are people less patriotic now? For sure. Do people hate America now? For sure. Are there valid reasons to not be in line with everything that the country has done? Absolutely. Same. Am I lucky that I'm born here? Yeah, dude. Like, I'm so lucky I was born like a straight white, medium ugly male in America. Like, if I was born anywhere else, I don't think my life would be that, much better. Maybe if I was born in Europe, but I don't know if I fit in those skinny jeans like that, like that.
I think so.
Thanks, big dog.
You already got a
it.
man purse.
Yeah, little legs
On
and,
God.
and a bathing suit.
And listen, all I'm saying is like
And curlers at home.
curlers is crazy.
Yeah.
So I think
although you might feel like it's been unfair that we've been bagging on you a little bit.
Oh, no,
At
I'm
least
good. It's all good.
at least we're both here to see Dave sitting like Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna draw him with charcoal.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's how I get down, baby.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
That's how I get down, baby. I'm doing it manly though.
He's got all them pockets in those
I
pants
got
for
on
nothing.
quarter socks. You know what I'm saying?
He's got 6
I got
empty
stains
pockets
in my
on.
pants. I'm a grown man here. You know what I'm saying?
Here's something that kind of I need y'all feedback on this. Tell me
But
I'm
wait.
wrong.
Are you switching topic?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm staying in here. So I take Colin Kaepernick, right? There was a point in time. Now, like I already said, I'm a 49ers fan, I don't follow
4,000-yard passer.
I don't follow
Was
sports as much as I used to. But what ended up with Colin Kaepernick, because it gave me a lot of hope, especially when it happened. So I think it was Alex Smith got knocked out for injury. They put him in, and it was already in the playoffs. And it was like, I don't even know if it was a championship game. It might have been the one right before that.
3,000 yards.
Wins the game, goes to the NFC championship, balls out, does the
against
whole
Green
little
Bay, I think.
does the whole little looking at his his iconic moment in the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
Next season comes back, takes him deep into the playoffs again. Actually, I want to say he made it to the Super Bowl and lost. Right, stars shining on him. If he didn't make the Super Bowl, it was at least.
I think he made it that first year.
I think yeah. And then fast forward. We have the Floyd situation happen, and he starts doing the kneeling. Right, that's powerful. That gives in America you're allowed to do that, and that's a powerful message. It goes human being viral. There's female soccer players that are kneeling. People all over the place they're kneeling, right? And fast forward some more. Now he's got like a book deal. He's got this, that, and the third. Nike, whatchamacall. And here's what tripped me out is that he ended up asking the NFL
For a job.
to let me back. Oh, hey boss.
This is why I don't take nothing
boss,
seriously,
I
bro.
knew. I knows I done ran off.
I ran a whole documentary about how y'all are slavery.
I knows I ran off. But is there any way can I come back?
I would love to.
And stay in the big house
On the plantation,
And then not
please.
only that, he dropped dime on his adoptive parents. Started calling them out, and it's like, bro, who are you? But I'm not gonna further slander him. I'll say it just for this, is bro, when you stand up for what you believe in, and you take all the arrows for everybody else, and then you're bleeding out, and then you go crawling back to the people that you threw your middle finger up to say, hey, could you guys drive me to the hospital? You lose all your power.
And not just the people that you were throwing your middle finger up, like the bosses, the higher ups, the people that's been behind you with you as well, championing you and rooting you on and cheering you on. You like,
you know how crazy you look?
like, oh wait, I thank y'all, but I actually want to go back.
I think the
you remember that $8 million that they gave me for all that stuff I was doing? Kind of ran
kinda
through
miss
that.
it.
So I was wondering.
Yeah, the Kaepernick.
And now you a sucker.
That situation is tough. I was in college when that happened, and I wasn't really plugged into football at the time. But I was just looking at all of his stats, and like he only has like 2 or 3 full.
No, because he was
seasons.
trash. By the way, he got Harbaugh out of there.
Harbaugh, yeah.
He got Harbaugh out of there, who then went to go coach at Michigan. Had an undefeated season, won the championship, and then this little dude wasted another year on my team being trash.
So like his first official, like the first year he played, he only played 3 games, so we don't count that. His second year, which you could call like his rookie year, really was 13 games played. He threw for 1,800 yards.
And then they had scouting reports on him, so now they know his tendencies and shut his whole
10
thing down. He was
touchdowns.
Jeremy Lin.
3 interceptions, and then his breakout year,
16
games, 3,100 yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 picks, 8 interceptions. So I'm
good
like,
year.
that's a decent year. Like he's a serviceable quarterback, but I think it's twofold. Like one, I think the San Francisco 49ers were like, we don't really want to go down this road. 2, it is hard because he was. The NFL, I think, is one of the most racist organizations like in the country for sure. Like just the way that they operate. I mean, it is like as a football fan, the way that players are treated as like essentially like, all right, this is like a Mandingo fight on live TV, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. But like, what? Do you not agree with that?
I get it. I just feel like if I was racist, would I give you $60 million a year?
Yeah.
Like,
And if
would
all
I?
you are is an athlete, that's all you're
That's a great
getting.
question. You
would I?
You wouldn't, but they have a union, so you have to. So it's like now this is where we get into like the class politics and the race politics are really intertwined, right? Because like it is, I don't know. Also too, like, almost I think every NFL team owner is white. I'm pretty sure.
For the most part.
that makes sense.
I'm
though.
pretty sure
It's only
almost
so many billionaires, period.
Yeah.
Let alone people of color.
Yeah.
That sounds so gay saying that. But
Yeah.
Why'd you say it in italics then, bro?
I wanted to
Why'd
be
you say it in
inclusive.
cursive?
Yeah.
I wanted to be, that's how uncomfortable it made me. I couldn't even just say it just like regular.
Spell
Just
it
like,
in wingdings for me.
He speaks in pastel.
people of color. Ew. But yeah, like Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah.
No, but he was mentioning that they're all white and it's inherently racist, and you were like, oh, well, the
yeah,
white
it's
people are the ones
well,
with mega billions.
and
so
especially
it
at the
makes
moment
sense.
that Kaepernick did it. It was like Kaepernick did it in 2016, I think, right? Or 20.
Yeah.
And that's like right when the Trump era of politics started. So it's like,
Yeah.
damn, if he had done this like 5 years earlier under Obama.
But he also did it when nobody was talking about his athleticism and his performance, because he was getting shut down because the teams finally had scouting reports to see they shut him the same way they did Jeremy Lin. When Jeremy Lin came out of fucking nowhere, he was unstoppable for 7 games until people went,
then he saw
oh,
LeBron
he can't go left. Oh, okay, we got him.
It's really funny too now because like the 49ers have like not ever since the Colin Kaepernick thing,
Kittles.
but ever since they got Brock Purdy, I feel like it's just like white boys incorporated now of like all stars. Like they got Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, one of the best running backs. They got George Kittle, Joey Bosa, who is straight up a Trumper
Bosa is,
and like straight up racist.
He's a beast.
Like I think they have most of the per capita the most athletic white boys on that team. It's crazy.
Yeah, I worked construction for 6 years in Omaha, Nebraska. I have worked day in, day out, night in, night out with uber racist people. I used to work with this one guy, Rick. He was
boy
a
Rick.
black belt. He was a black belt meth addict. His damn teeth looked like a Ford Fiesta that drove through a fire. He used to have
that
a hard
sounds
hat.
pretty good.
He used to have a hard hat with a sticker on it. Used to blow my mind. He had a hard hat and a sticker on it. It was a sticker of the Statue of Liberty, and it said, "This is America. Speak English or get out." The irony that he had a sticker of the symbol from France that said, "Bring us your hungry, your weak, your hurdled masses," which was a beacon to immigrants to come to this place, and he had on, "This is America. Speak English or get out" in front of that symbol. That's
Yeah.
just what people are. Like, he didn't stop to process that he was racist. He just knows when
Yeah.
he's driving, he calls me and him all the fun things. Probably not even the N-word. He's probably got like a list
All of them,
of real
But
colorful
who doesn't?
He's
though?
he's probably got like
Who
a Rubik.
doesn't?
He's got like a Rubik's cube for slurs. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Who-
corrects the
Who
combination.
doesn't? Like,
Because low key, me and you know we'll be at a barbecue, little family, you dig, and we'll see somebody our color can go, these racist ass crackers, and then for the next 12 minutes be more racist than the crackers that they're talking about.
Oh, bro, it
Or
happens.
at least be on par.
It happens at work. Like I've been called every slur that you can imagine at work
believe
as a
it.
high school teacher, which sometimes they are really funny. But I do have to tell them to stop.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? I'm like, sometimes they get real creative with it, and I'm like, I didn't know that you could do that, but congratulations, you know. I'm trying to do it as a bit on stage, but one of the kids was like, "Nah, Mr. Donnick, you know, I'm a YN." I'm like, "All right, good for you." And he's like, "And because you're my teacher, you're a YC." And I said, "What?" He's like, "You're a young cracker with me, Mr. Donnick." I'm like, "Bro," I'm like, "It's 9:00 in the morning. Can we
Yeah.
chill out?"
I haven't had my coffee poop break yet.
On God, 11 a.m. Fourth
But yeah,
period.
that's why I don't think like the world will America will ever be like collectively like we agree on something. One, if there's only 2 options, which I think will never, it's obviously on purpose.
politically,
It's not
yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
change.
politically, like
It's not gonna change.
so. You know what I'm saying? Like it would never be like a majority we agree on this thing, like a real majority. You know what I mean? Not 51-49 like most elections kind of be. It's just like mostly split in the middle, splitting hairs. Ohio won the election, whatever.
Right.
Like I don't think there ever be like sweeping across the nation. Hey, we all agree on these things. So where you were saying, if you give people like responsibilities, like the comparison with like your students, most of the kids in that classroom are from the same environments for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Whereas America, not the case. You know what I'm saying? Like in your classroom, there might be one rich kid, maybe like very anomalous.
I don't know.
Like,
My,
Oh
kid,
my
my,
gosh.
my, my classroom's kind of ghetto fabulous.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yo.
saying though. You know what I mean? Like, but like America, like there's poor people, a bunch of them.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also a bunch of rich people who we will never agree on maybe on a mass scale. Like like you said, you can have a conversation with racist Rick at work or whatever and be fine. But when it comes to like, hey, we need to agree on something, get the fuck out of my
You know what I
Of
would,
course.
you know what I would
What-
love? Sorry, go for it.
Real quick, you know what's scary about what you just said is both of y'all, as you were saying, with the responsibility and how that helps, and then what you were just saying. What's scary is that these phones and technology are taking away responsibility from the world.
We're trying to ban them in schools right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure legislation's
Good
coming.
luck. Like, what do you mean?
Legislation being passed all over the country and state by state case, like banning phones in school, basically. So
Like the little
That ain't
Chappelle
finna happen.
pouch.
If they're getting phones in maximum security prisons, then you're not keeping them out of school.
yeah, but see, that's the thing is like prisons are easier to get phones into than schools because kids are kind of dumb and we make them go through metal
They're not
detectors.
boofing them. All right.
No, so like
Not
we'll
yet.
we'll get them for sure. Also, I
Start
collect.
banning them, you'll see something.
Dude, I collect phones at the door before kids enter my classroom. I put them all in a big, like, basically a gigantic Chappelle bag. It's like it's called a Faraday bag. So
Yeah.
you close it, it cuts off all cell phone and stuff anyway. Because at the end of the day, like when I'm teaching, like when I became a teacher, I did an interview for a scholarship, and they're like, "Oh, well, what kind of teacher do you think you'll be?" And I was like, "Well, obviously I'm going to teach, but also it's like a performance. Like they're like I have to be engaged with them, and I did theater in like high school and stuff. We all do comedy, like I'm a performer fundamentally when I'm teaching, and I take their phones because I'm like, well, this is a performance. Like we at the theater right now, like you can't be, you can't be unlocked, right? You got to be locked in. So I collect them at the door, and sometimes they hem and haw about it, but shoot, they don't want to give me, I kick their ass out. Go take it up with the dean, right? 9 times out of 10, dean will walk back and be like, put your phone in that fucking bag. Open that shit up, kid puts it in, So like people do it, and like other schools you can buy, it's like 30 grand, but you can buy a wall of phone lockers, and it's this like little key that every kid has. They put it in their lanyard, put their phone in a locker, and then if they want to go check it during lunch, sure, but as soon as lunch is over, like they got to put that back, because if I catch them with the phone, like I'm gonna write them up, you know what I mean? So it's just it's less of a is there a political willpower to ban phones, and more of a, okay, logistically, how do we figure it out, right? Like Texas, a lot of schools, they'll paint their walls a different kind of paint color that won't let in cell reception. So like they'll just paint it like I don't know what kind of paint it is, but basically the only way you can get phones or messages out is like with Wi-Fi, you know what I mean? And people make the safety argument all the time. They're like, oh, well, if kids don't have phones, like what if there's a mass shooting or a problem? And it's like, girl, do you really want like that last voicemail? Like think of, and that's serious. It's like you want that last voicemail of your kid, if that happens, God forbid it, if it does, Also, it's like, do you think the school wouldn't tell you? Like, do you think the school wouldn't call you up and be like, hey, this happened, come get your kid? You know what I mean?
Cell phones have been around for 0.000 all the zeros 1% of humanity. We're fine without them.
Yeah, and it's like schools know how to operate and run. Like, most of the people in this building are here for the kids and like know how to run an organization. Like, you think your kid needs, like, they don't need this. You know
think
what I mean?
the problem, or like where I stand on like kids and phones, I don't think kids need phones with like Wi-Fi and like apps and shit. I feel like if it's people be like, oh, I get my 4-year-old an iPhone. I'm like, for fucking what,
dude? And straight up, that's bad for kids. Like I call
it's
them
bad for us.
Like people joke about iPad babies. Like I am dead ass seeing the effects of iPad babies.
Of
like
course.
Kids who were given phones or tablets at like 3, 4, 5 just because their parents were like, I need a distraction. Dude, they don't read as well. Their social skills kind of suck. They're a little weird. Like they don't engage with content as frequently in the classroom. Like they pick up a book, they put it down, they don't talk to, like, it is bad, dude. Like these kids cannot read, and it's both the iPad stuff and also like, I know you're teaching your kid how to, like, you got to teach your kid how to read phonetically, you know, like sound a word out. Like you would be shocked how many times I am reading a book in class with kids and I'll have like a kid like read a passage, and they'll be reading, and they're like, I don't know that word, and then reading, and I'm like, no, like they get so embarrassed, but I'm like, go back, sound that shit out. Like right now in front of me. You're 16.
Devontae, he's talking about you.
On God. Did I have a Devontae this year? I don't think I did.
Montreal.
I know Devontae. He's a good kid. So I'm like, sound that shit out, bro. You got to do it. And the book that we're about to read, it's all about climate change. And there's like, it's going to be we're going to hit the ground running type of school year this year. So I just know kids are going to have problems with vocabulary. And like up top, I'm setting the expectations. Like we're sounding this shit out.
That's dope. I'm actually finishing up my book on the environment. It's called Climate Change, Schmimate Change.
New York Times bestseller.
Everything you need to know about the Bozone layer.
Climate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of another fine episode with
Was this fine?
Double
This
D.
got dark. This got deep.
I don't know,
Like,
we
damn,
just-
we
yeah.
didn't do no
We
comedy.
didn't do
I
a
don't know.
single joke
We
in
gotta
this
have
bitch.
a
Sorry,
name.
that was
We gotta have a
maybe-
name for our game.
I was having crazy sex one time. Yeah.
That's a really good hot sauce impression.
My name is fucking fucking Kibbles and Bits.
He
My comedy
sounds
name.
like one of the Fat Albert kids, the one that wasn't touched.
Your gun don't shoot.
That's crazy. Where do I? Can I tell you? I just Tito. He just DM'd me like earlier today, and he goes, "Hey, I need you." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I got a black show."
That's
I was
funny.
like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "Yeah, Booker told me to get a white guy to do a guest spot." But
There you go.
I was like, "I found my lane."
There you go.
Unfortunately,
Find
Yeah,
your lane.
you're that dude.
DEI is
Yeah,
still
hell yeah.
here.
When I get booked on Showtime
now.
at the Apollo, you're gonna open for me.
I hope. I would love to do the Apollo, bro. That'd be awesome. She's so fun.
All you gotta do is walk out and go, man, fuck these kids.
Fuck these, and they're like, "Yeah."
You'll win for 7 weeks in a row.
With these niggas, right?
Kiki.
What about these YNs?
God, dude, kids try to get me to say the N word all the time. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the least.
Yeah, you just
You say it so much, so it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point? Why
like
are you
he's
so
just
excited?
bottled
Shut
up like a
up,
hot
Dave.
teapot, and when he gets home, he's just like,
Dude, first I can't be in pain.
He gotta run home.
Now I'm racist.
Make sure no black people are around before he explodes. He's like, fuck. It's traffic. Fuck.
Jungle Bunny, Porch Monkey, Coon, Moon Cricket,
Porch monkey.
Spear Chucker.
He got Tourette's with racial slurs. That's
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
Ooh-wee.
You know what's crazy? Before I
that's
grew
funny,
this facial hair, people thought I was just gay and racist. Now people think I ask black women out at the party.
And you
I'm
also
like,
have the longest armpit hair I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I meant to say that
Bro,
earlier. This is the
bro.
longest shit
Brother.
of all time.
My God.
That is,
just the short sleeves. Let me live. Jesus Christ.
those are regular sleeves.
Yeah,
All right, maybe they are.
And that shit is like on your elbow. It's crazy.
fair enough, man.
Dude,
Don't look for things to talk about on me. Because you looked over here after I said that. He was like, what
I'm
kind of-
just not hanging out with you anymore. Like, we ain't gonna be friends, bro.
You outnumbered now. You know what I'm saying?
Outnumbered,
We 50-50. I'm nice.
Oh, you think it's 2-on-1?
2-on-1, baby.
Do me a favor, gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind telling the fine viewing listeners where they can find you, what you got going on.
You can find me at David Donnick on Instagram and all social media.
Why did I pop like that?
That was perfect.
You did the
that-
little gimmick thing.
That's a great audio cue. Yeah, it's perfect. At David Donnick on everything. You can come see my shows. I'm hosting at Zany's in September, and I'll be doing a bunch of other stuff. So pop out.
Follow him, David Donnick.
Follow David Donnick. If you
Dave
take
Bradley
nothing else
Comedy.
away, just
Follow him and pray for the students. Dave Bradley Comedy on everything. Space that shit out. You'll find me. I look like this. And that's it.
Mike Knight Comedy, Real Rap Podcast. I told y'all I wasn't lying. Feeding the streets. So
Streets are fed.
keep coming back. I will be hosting a candlelight vigil for David Donnick's wrists.
I'm sure like, who the fuck
And,
died?
I will. We're gonna start a. We're gonna start a GoFund him.
Let's go fun
You
day.
should follow
yeah.
my Instagram and see.
Not because he's got healthcare. We're starting to GoFund him to get like a nice teddy bear.
No, dude, I'm gonna post my t-shirt wish list. You guys can support. Buy me some pencils and pens.
I gotta buy my own damn kids pencils and shit. So,
It's not that expensive.
This got
Your kid,
hostile.
you-
Fuck your
wait,
kids'
he's going
pencils.
into
Got hostile.
preschool, right?
yeah.
So what do you need? Just nothing? You need-
Crayons.
oh, you need a backpack.
fucking
crayons.
backpack, crayons.
Magic erase.
A 22.
Markers.
Diapers.
No, we
Bulletproof
done with diapers.
vest.
We don't do diapers in
Ladies
my
and
house.
gentlemen,
Check it.
Real Rap Podcast.
You walk around with your
Love
dick
y'all.
out in my
Peace.
house.
No, that's crazy.
Peace.
Dancing to Mick Jagger and stuff.